Hi there. Now that you got an idea of what's going on with my books, I wanted to give you another quick little story. I was driving in up Redondo Avenue in Long Beach, California. I had just purchased some pot, had it in my trunk. I was driving a 51 Plymouth, 3-speed stick on the tree. Had driven up the hill coming up the Pacific Coast Highway when my car died. I tried to start it and the battery was not strong enough. And a police cruiser was right behind me. They used their microphone and asked me if I wanted a push. So I motioned that I did. When the light turned green, they come up with their push bar and put it against my bumper and pushed me. And I popped the clutch, car started right up, and I drove on the way home. But the thing is, back then, that was probably 1966. Back then, the police didn't act like the police do now. Sure, Long Beach was a big city. There was 300 and some thousand people that lived there. My high school had 12 or 1,300 students. My class had 4 or 500. So maybe there was more than 1,200 students there. People and things change over time. Them giving me a push, that was nice. I appreciated that. They didn't stop to think that maybe I was some hippie running around with drugs, because pot is a drug. Um, as you read in my book, or you listen to my stories, because I'm going to tell you a lot of the stories from the book, you will see that at that time, pot was not treated like it is today. It was considered a very dangerous drug by 95% of the population of this country because they didn't know any better. Those of us who used it knew it wasn't addictive. It wasn't like alcohol where you become a complete ass and harm people, including yourself. So the whole fact of the matter is we were on the cutting edge of breaking out the lies that were told about it clear back in 1936 when Henry Anslinger worked to get it prohibited right along with opium and cocaine. The thing is, opium's an addictive drug. Cocaine is an addictive drug. Alcohol is an addictive drug. Tobacco is an addictive drug. It's nicotine. Marijuana is non-addictive. It's been used for thousands of years. Even before Christ, the Chinese were using it as an herbal remedy for a lot of things. It cures some forms of cancer, but we can't do research. No, good Lord, we're going to do research on pot. They might find out that it works and it's cheap. You can grow it for free. But the pharmaceutical companies won't make any money on it. So, of course, we're not going to make that legal. The whole idea is they're going to scrounge every penny they can get out of your pockets because that's how they make their living. The truth of the matter is, if you just slow down and take your time and read up on what's happening, there's a lot of things marijuana can help that it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. It may cure some forms of cancer. I've read that it does cure forms of cancer. I'm not advocating anything here. I'm just telling you that if you stop and you think and you spend a little bit of attention on what pot is and what pot is not, you will find, as I have, and as millions of others have, there's a whole other ball game out there of taking care of yourself, being healthy, being happy, and being able to live without being causing problems or anything like that to other people. For God's sakes, take your time and listen and look. Learn. And if you're under 21, your brain is still transforming. Don't fuck it up. You'll see people that have smoked pot for 40 or 50 years that started when they were young, and they're not a whole bunch of bright people. I'm just telling you from my experience. Don't give it to animals. Don't give it to kids. Don't be an asshole. Try to be a good parent. Try to be a responsible person. It has its uses. It can be beneficial. Use it that way. Do not hurt other people. Thank you. And I hope that you subscribe. And I hope that you will listen more, just more of my stories. And I hope that some of you will buy my book, either in an ebook form or a printed form. Follow me. Follow my blog, crazycorb.com. It's a WordPress site. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your week. And enjoy your life. I love you.